All right, so welcome to my demo day presentation. I'm so excited to share with you what I've been up to with ReRooted the past couple of weeks. So before we get to the solution, which is my online thrift shop, I want to run through the problem. I started this process out with problem validation research as well as market validation. Through this research, I believe the problem can be broken down simply into the following 3 points. First, the fashion industry is extraordinarily wasteful. According to the ThredUp 2020 resale report, 64% of the 32 billion garments produced each year end up in a landfill. Additionally, 208 million pounds of waste were generated by single-use outfits in 2019 alone. My second insight is that Gen Z may say they support sustainability, but they don't always shop that way. This insight comes from a 53-page report on consumer behavior in relation to sustainability from the Amsterdam Fashion Institute. While Gen Z finds sustainability important in their fashion decisions, it's noticeable that factors like style, price, quality, and comfort still dominate their motivations for decision making. ReRooted product selection and price point has been heavily influenced by this insight up to this point. Finally, resale is the future of fashion. Secondhand is expected to double within market share in the next 10 years, according to the same ThredUp 2020 resale report. Additionally, ESG assets managing money according to environmental, social, and governance factors will grow from 11% in 2012 to 50% in 2025. That's where the solution comes in. ReRooted is more than just another sketchy Instagram store selling trendy clothes. This shop is stemmed from my love of thrifting and sustainable fashion. I believe that the coolest clothes are bought secondhand, and my mission with this shop is for others to believe that too. I think that thrifting is something that is overwhelming, and because of that, people resort to fast fashion as the easy cop-out option for cool and trendy clothes at affordable prices. It's often something that people just don't get around to. This page is a place that provides trendy clothing at affordable price points that are sustainably sourced. As validated by the research I presented in my previous slides, ReRooted offers the solution. This is my timeline of how I broke down my workflow for the semester. So I began with my research and test phase from August 31st to September 18th. This began with a full literature review and competitive analysis of 8 direct competitors. I also did a competitive analysis of several indirect competitors as well. From September 14th to September 18th, conducted interviews and Instagram surveys, which I will talk about in my later slides of how that informed my branding decisions. I'm now in the build phase, which takes place from September 21st to November 15th. On September 21st to September 27th, I worked on the ReRooted brand guide, and I will be showing the results of that work in my following slides. I'm currently working on the ReRooted website build. You'll notice that my timeline is a little bit different. I did cut the style guide from my intended timeline because the website honestly is going to take a lot longer than I thought it would. And to be able to do that work well, I want to make sure I give it the time it deserves. From November 2nd to November 15th, I'll be working on developing the influencer program and selecting influencers. It was very important to me to keep this within my timeline, as influencer marketing is something I'm very interested in pursuing post-grad, and so I want to make sure I can have something with that work that I've done myself and not for another company within my own portfolio. Finally, my launch phase will be from November 16th to November 22nd. November 17th will be my official launch day, and I look forward to seeing how my following responds to all of these new changes. So I wanted to give a little research update as well before we continue. The key points and things that just were highly influential to what I've done so far. I did a full competitive analysis of indirect and direct competitors. But the most influential analysis that I did was my comparison to 8 direct competitors. This really taught me what I can be doing moving forward to set myself apart, and just gave me a really good feel of what my competitors are doing. It's very interesting that this is actually fairly inconsistent amongst my competitors. For some, it's truly just that they have a wonderful personality and kind of presence on social media, and that they are able to connect with their followers on a deeper level than their product. For some, it's just the beautiful aesthetic that they have going, and how that aesthetic matches their website, their products, and their Instagram feed. And for some, it's literally just a consistency of posting and just consistent interaction on social media without it being too much. And additionally, for others, it is just their presence across several different channels. I've seen a lot of my competitors use TikTok, which has been very insightful to see how they have found success and just greater following on that platform as well. So with that, I've been informed in what I need to kind of copy and what I need to be doing as well to keep up with my competitors. But I've been able to identify gaps. I've not seen any of my competitors start an influencer program, and I've not seen any of them start a style guide. So these are two things that I strategically want to start in hopes that I can set myself apart from my direct competitors on Instagram. I additionally did surveying. I surveyed over 25 people who have really gotten to know the brand and people that I individually identified as people who really recognize ReRooted for what it is, and also just at a brand level, and additionally have bought my products and have just experienced it beyond just getting to know the brand. From a list of nearly 100 adjectives sent out to each of these individuals, nearly every person chose authentic as a brand attribute of ReRooted, which was great to know moving forward. Additionally, high-scoring words were unique, sustainable, passionate, chic, quality, bright, trendy, grounded, and fresh. Additionally, many of these participants chose the colors pink and green, which further just helped me inform decisions within my rebrand. Basically, all of my surveying was just super helpful to me in informing my rebrand that you will see in the following slides. Finally, I did 2 empathy interviews, each of which took over 30 minutes. I did one with my sister and one with my best friend. These two have literally seen ReRooted from the inside out from the beginning, and I feel like really understand what my mission is, what I aim to inform my consumers with, and the product and level of product that I aim to get out. So I really feel like they were very helpful in further informing my brand story, specifically in what I intend to put on the About and Mission page on my website. So now I'm going to walk through the branding process, which is the bulk of the work that I've done as a result of my research so far. I started with this mood board, obviously very informed by the color choices and kind of words that I got from my survey. These are my initial logo iterations. I really wanted to emphasize the re and ReRooted, just as a brand attribute of I am repurposing clothing and I'm giving them a new life. And I really just love the word ReRooted and feel like it works super well. I additionally want to point out that it took a while for me to find this font. I had to find, it's called Effluence, and I had to find a font that I could use at a commercial level, which is something that was totally new to me. So that was a challenge as well, but I'm very happy with how it turned out. So these are my final logos. I really love the emphasis of the re, as I said, and I really love the italic font. I think it really represents the whole grounded, fresh, and kind of trendy vibe that a lot of people chose as brand attributes of ReRooted within my survey. These are the brand colors that I selected as informed by my survey. The majority of people either said pink or green for ReRooted. It's kind of the color or the vibe that they got. And these are my Instagram logos. The first one is actually my logo right now on my platform, and I have gotten excellent feedback so far. People have really recognized that I'm making changes within my brand and have really applauded that. So I'm really excited to see what comes moving forward. So my next steps is working on the website. So I've done a ton of research in what platform would work best for me, and I've identified that as Wix, as you can see. This platform just makes the most sense for me monetarily, but also in the kind of complexity of templates that they offer for e-commerce websites. And so I'm really looking forward to building that out. I've selected my template purely as a foundation. I really plan to customize it according to the branding work that I've done thus far. And I plan to include a shop page, an about page, a mission page, kind of an influencer page, and then a page to subscribe to the email, which will eventually be that style guide that I discussed before. So I'm super looking forward to building this out the rest of the semester. This would be the time that if we were in person, I would ask for questions, but since we are not, I just would love to say that if you have any questions, I would love to discuss them, and I can't wait to hear your feedback. Thank you so much.